still a, like, very good 110 for what I'm used to. Are all advancement runs any viable in the game, or do they take very, very long? But there are, you're talking, I'm assuming you're talking, oh, it's, all achievements, right? Like, all Steam achievements, or some variation of it. Yes, there are runs of all Steam achievements. The issue is, as you've said, they do take a while. I think the world record is like 13 hours. You are allowed breaks, but it still stands that it's, you know, long category. Longer than any percent. Or second adventure. If you want a good place to start with speedrunning the game, survival is probably a good, like a pretty cool place to start, because it's like kind of active and there's a lot of like competition recently, in terms of getting lowering the world record down, so it's kind of hype to be caught up with that. That is such a bad newspaper zombie. Even with breaks playing PvP, it depends how much you love the game. Wave 5. Wave 6, I guessed wrong. I can technically place down this now. Okay. Seven. Wasn't a thing mentally, it would be okay, yeah. That's a good point. Where are the spawns? Hello? And wave 9 is vile and despicable. Okay. So the executive decision here is to just let this go. Get puffs here and here, get a mine down top, and yeah. Okay. Oh, that's unlucky. It's fine though, we'll live. Get this done because I can. Nice. Alright. Just interesting to watch Wooden Handle running 2 games. Oh, you run another game? Which game? But yeah, totally fair that you want to focus on one speed game at a time. Dark Souls 3. Ooh, interesting. I think I've seen a couple of, I guess, public demos, is the word probably for it, of that, and it's pretty funny. Pretty fun. Because everyone's just like, oh my god, the game's so hard, how do you make it look so easy? It's like you're just, I don't know, you're reading 3 books at once and getting a PhD or something, and you just casually beat the most difficult boss in the game without even staring at the screen. It's always fun. It's always funny to read those comments. That's what practice and knowledge and dedication and improving at a game gets you. Pretty fun mastery. Ooh, that's not a good spawn. I don't understand that comment, or chat message. Like, why do I want to read it? Why do I want to... Like, the streamer is also speedrunning, so, like, it's tough to read and parse through the chat message when I need to be, like, paying attention to where I'm planting puffs. Because it's kind of, like, underrated how important puff divvying is in this game. Thanks for the good luck, have fun, grilled child. Hope you're doing well. Okay, should be here, should be here. Yep, okay, good. This puff is gonna be victimized, but not before it gets value. I'm gonna put that there, even though Might not be the smartest place to put it. This run has been... This level is kind of slow, but that's fine. Okay, the play here is to do this, let this walk in, get the 3 puffs firing, and that should pop this faster. Yep. This level is not off to a good start, but we do have Cherry Bomb for the huge wave, so that's going to help us out a fair bit. In terms of where we want to Cherry Bomb, I think we do want repeat. We would prefer the repeater top row. We're looking to Cherry Bomb here. Yep, it's definitely the Cherry Bomb. Okay, cool. Let's see how this wave shapes up. This is not a prep wave technically, but we can take it as one. As long as this row doesn't collapse, it doesn't. We're fine. That should be roll. Really soon? No? Okay, then that's a mistake on my part. That should not have been taken as a prep roll, because that took way too long to trigger. Wave 3. Okay. Get this. Wave 4. 7, 8. Aw, if I got it down just a frame sooner, I could have gotten the Chomper extension. With the Chomper detecting the still alive basic, but then eating the bucket behind once the basic dies. It's a very cool tech. 16. 17. Get it puffed down. Oh, that's cool. 18. I'm gonna do this. And this. Okay. This is kind of brutal. We'll live, though. And then this is gonna pop a little bit later, but this overall is an okay pace level so far. We'll see what the final wave brings. Dig up the column 8 here. We're very unlikely to want to pivot from this. That's a good flag parry. That's a good chomper. We're going to need to chomper top. We are waiting on Cherry anyway, so... Yeah, okay. And now we Cherry, and we pick up. Okay, not too badly handled at the end game there. Input perfect skips. How precise do they need to be? Because different games have like different tick rates, right? Like PvZ has a tick rate of 100, I believe. Whereas something like Minecraft has a 20 tick rate, and I don't know how Mario processes. I like hearing your thought process here. Yeah, and when I can, I try illustrating it out if I remember to, or when I'm not tilted. Because it is useful for me to make sure I'm not like making silly slip-ups in my gameplay, and it's also potentially helpful for chat if they want to learn the speedrun. Double puff. Double puff. We took a single puff at the beginning. This zombie was fast, so we took it a tile back so that the puff is guaranteed to live, but this is not necessarily a good puff you want. We want to... Okay, that's wave 4. This was 2 cone if I remember correctly, so... We might want to get this here. We will do it reactively though, because I remember it's 2 cones, so we're likely to get... Yep, okay. There's only one good place for the screen door to go on the mine, because you want it on column 9. And you're going to save up sun for the fume in case the screen door goes somewhere you don't want it to. Yep, like so. Alright. I don't like the looks of things, so I'm gonna wait for, I guess, wave 7 to send a guide to a mower. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. No biggie, no pressure. We'll let that die. Okay, we're not gonna get a mower to send. This is wave 7. This cone head's too slow to send to the mower. We want to have a mine, a cherry, and a mower to take care of final, but it looks like we're only going to be able to leverage part of that. Wave 9 is going to need to be a chomper. The game will give me the sun for it. Done. Mine there. And then we want a cherry here. This fume should be on full health, so I'm just not gonna, like, replace it with another puff. So I don't need to stress out about it. That's a cone head there. We got unlucky. It's all good. We'll just try and cherry everything here because it needs to be here. And then we're just waiting on Sun for a Chomper. Not a good level. Probably if I were more aggressive with my send, this could be faster. This well below average. It's fine. I don't know if I probably made mistakes there that a better Night Runner would be able to point out to me immediately, but I think I played it to the best of my ability. The S3 is locked on 60 FPS, but inputs feel like they have a 1 to 2 frame window. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see. The first 3 puffs you plant are very important, because you want to make sure you're able to target zombies as quickly as possible without the risk of the puff dying. Because puffs, you want puffs on the board, but you also want them in valuable places. This zombie is slow, so we can take the column 7 puff because it's guaranteed to live. Maybe with some damage, but it's guaranteed to live. This is a weird spawn. Zombie going twice in a row is not something you normally expect. We double puff. Here, only 1 puff is going to be valuable. We technically could column 6 puff here, but it's going to contribute minimally to getting the rule on this wave, so I'd personally prefer getting puffs elsewhere in preparation for the next wave, which is likely to go in a different place. We can take this aggressive, get that column 9 puff in, because this wave is very squishy. And yep, that puff takes no damage. We're likely to get a conehead either here or here. That doesn't end up happening. Okay, fine. I probably should have let this zombie go to the mower, because this is a very awkward row. But I'm not going to think about that anymore, because I need to focus elsewhere. Okay, now we can start getting, our board, as you can see, our board is filled with puffs, so now we can look to start putting more aggressive puffs. Like column 9 puffs that aren't really defended well, like this one. We also replace puffs we lost on the board. We're probably going to need to Grave Bust here eventually, depending. We could also get a Fume there if needed. I'm going to jump this, be aggressive, because I have the Sun and I can afford it. Sunflower down. I have 20 Sun, which is enough to take this level if you're playing Fume. I can cherry this if I want to. I will cherry this because I have tools for the huge wave, and this setup is not a fast one. I'm gonna Grave Bust the column 9 graves. We have very few column 6 graves, so we have pretty free reign with planting down Fume Shrooms. I made a mistake here that there's only 1 zombie top. There's more zombies here. It's a more threatening rogue, because for my puffs, and they're probably going to die there. So I just shouldn't have done what I just did. This is body blocked, so I'm going to Chomper. And from this point on, you want to decide which waves you Chomper, based on on body blocking and other factors. I'm going to jump this and take it as a prep roll, because there's a lot of squishy zombies in this wave. We just do need to be careful about this pole vaulter running us over. I lost the Sun there. That's really bad. You're not supposed to have APM slow to the point where that happens. I'm going to look to cherry this wave most likely, just to clear the board and have a clean slate so that we're able to take the late game of this level comfortably. If there's a fume on a screen door, you chomper the conehead in a conehead screen door wave. I'm gonna dig this up because this is body blocked, so that the screen door walks forward, so I can chomper the conehead here faster because it's body blocked. So there's less DPS on this, and this is wave 8. I'm gonna jump that, and I need to take a late chomper here because I was slow with my APM. And this is wave 9. This is a really, really annoying wave 9. Okay, I didn't play this the best. I can't get the fume down in time for for a chomper to be slower, so I'm gonna do that. My grave formation is not the most comfy. We'll see what comes of it. Okay. I'll live. Do this, that. And I'll probably take a column 8 cherry here. And then I need to get a chomper bottom. Eventually. Not very well played. Collapsed a little bit, and I forgot to bust graves. Completely my bad. Oh, I forgot to close the almanac. You're supposed to have your cursor here, spam clicking to exit. I lost like a second and a half to that, probably. Fine. I played this night so far really badly. The 2-3 is not my fault. The 2-1 is like... yeah, 2-1 I wouldn't pin the... I wouldn't say it's like I misplayed. 2-2 I think I played decently. 2-3 I played the best I can in my current state. And then 2-4 I just played not well at all. I don't remember my red text and whether it was the second flag that was slow or the final wave that was slow. I know, actually, no, I know the final wave is slow. I don't know about the rest of the level, but it's... 2-4 should not be this slow at my level. I am not comparing to my PB because my PB is ridiculously strong compared to, like, this run I'm taking out for the sake of having the practice. Yeah, on this level, there's not much to say. This is an auto-scroller level. You just want to make sure you have a very clean ending to this run. To this level, rather. So you're just gonna collect sun, bust graves, get a cherry formation set up, and go from there. And you might want to also, like, look at, like, I guess the money here. For pays, if it's above 750, that's, like, the minimum. That's the minimum amount of money you want out of this level. And the more the better. So 9-10 is a pretty comfy place. Puff is my favorite plant. Puff is a great plant. It's definitely very high up in like the speedrunning tier list. And it's like the #1 plant for nighttime levels. There's not a single nighttime level you don't take it on. And then, like, its main competitor is Chomper, because Chomper is just so good as a low cooldown instant kill. Okay. Half a second now. That was a slow level, mostly because I clicked out of the almanac slow. Design-wise, mine is Torchwood. The ASMR of Torchwood with peas behind is so nice. Oh my god, triple cone. That's not good. That's not what you like to see, but it can still be a good level. Blover is fun. There's two main issues with it. One is it's pretty niche. It's usage, which is fine, but you could when a game's this good, you get to be nitpicky, and on top of that, it's also expensive for nighttime, so you can't really spam it as much as you might like in any percent specifically. That is such a awkward spawn. I technically could double puff and try to save this for later, but there's also a very good reason to not do that, and that is that the football zombie is not unlikely to show up here. So if I take the rest of these waves fast, which is not going to happen, or if the zombie's slow, I could get the mine down. But the zombie's too fast, I might just have to send the mower raw, which isn't necessarily the worst offense, but it does mean we're gonna probably be uncomfy as we figure out our situation from this point onwards. Oh, I'm gonna do this. It's a crazy move, but if it's on the footballer row, it pays off big, because I don't need to spend on it. Here it's fine, because I'm waiting on the footballer anyways. I just dig this up and hit now. And I'm move on with my life. We do want to send a zombie to the mower, though, if we can. Okay, we have our zombie to the mower. Wait, the beginning of wave 8 is the very last wave you get to send a zombie. So I'm gonna get this here. I'm gonna dig this up, because it's a very bad mower. I'm going to... Ooh, I need to figure out what I'm doing here. This can get really ugly. Okay, fine. This is very interesting. I think I just have to tank the time loss here. Because the correct play there was to hypno the basic so that it starts hitting this guy, but I didn't do that, so we're kind of in an awkward spot. If the footballer goes here, this mine dies because the footballer's fast on the board. We're just kind of blindly hoping everything works out in our favor. It's not likely to. This is going to be a slow level, but I have to be okay with that. I didn't play it the fastest. I think my favorite design-wise is the Snow Pea, even though I think most people don't really like the plant's functionality. I just like the color blue, and it's light blue, which is one of my more favorite shades of blue. And it slowed zombies, and I like that. And it's also cheaper than... It was also 175 Sun. When I first played the game on my cousin's iPad, Snow Pea was probably the most standout plant to me. So I think I have to choose that. That's my favorite design. And then after that, it was like, I guess Torchwood was pretty interesting looking to me, but I was thinking every plant is an attacking plant, kind of like how a lot of younger Pokemon video game players think that the best moves are the attacking moves sort of scenario, if you will. And yeah, this is a C9 buff to get maximum time save. This is a good wave 4, because we get to send it. I would like the sun for a Scaredy if possible, but it looks like we're not really getting it to the point where we can capitalize on it. I don't know where this Coned's gonna show. I'm gonna plant here, even though this is gonna get scared. It's not too bad. Fume is definitely very cool as to pierce through zombies. It's very... It gives a lot of value. Oh my god. I can get like a couple of shots here. This is very weird spawns. We got what we needed from this though, so we're good. Wave 7 should be top. Yeah, okay. The start is really good RNG. A lot of basic zombie spawns, so there's not much HP to this wave, so it gets vaporized faster. This is... I mean... We would have preferred the mower went off and got value, but we'll just take what we can. Do this. This row has manip, so we should be fine here. We might want to grave bust somewhere else. Our first concern should be to get sun shrooms down, though. If we don't get what we want from that, that's okay. Should be ready. Okay, we are fine. This wave is not fantastic, but it's perfectly fine to take. Should do this, because it's not unlikely we maybe get a screen norther and might want to hypno it. Opposite, it's fine. This is actually not the worst, because we already have a fume down. So we can just double fume it and call it a day. But it's not good. We still take a lot of time loss as opposed to taking an instant kill. And you'd rather have a wave be instant than just happen. You will. Wave 4. I think, yeah, this is just wave 4. We want to now bust graves from the back. I wanted to open up the front columns for instant kill spots. That is a diamond, that is good RNG. But we don't like it here because this run is slow, so it has no value to us. Wave 6. I'm gonna do this. Might punish us later, but it should be okay. Wave 7, we want to fume this. It's a double basic wave, so this is decently fast with Fume Shroom alone. The previous wave with Conehead is not so much. Wave 8, do this. Our grave layouts isn't the nicest, but we should be able to make do here. Okay. And for here, our next magic trip, we want to full concentrate the DPS on top row so that everything gets vaporized. Nice. Okay. Okay. We have Hypno and... We have Hypno and Cherry, so hopefully things can go well. If that's a basic zombie, we're in a good spot. Do this, that, and that. Good level overall. Better than my usual lately. Boom guy. Which guy is that? Anyways. Okay, 2 cone 7. How's the grave layout? Not the greatest. It's open on the dancer roast though, so it's not horrendous, depending on what happens. This is a priority spot, and then it's these 2 spots. This spot because you can reinforce puffs in the column above, and then this one because if you don't get a puff here, then if a zombie goes there, you need to take a puff further back, or the puff is likely to die. I'm gonna pre-plant puff because there's no... either if I hit it, then it's great. If not, then I just plant the puff reactively, and it just basically saves about as much time as if I planted it reactively. This is not a good spawn for us. It's fine. The first spawn was, I think, bottom row, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. You're supposed to keep track of where the spawns are, so this could punish us. We're gonna just scaredy this preemptively to try and save time here, because this spawn is not good. It's slow. Okay. Was that Mixel? Yes, it was. It was Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna be aggressive here and do that. If it doesn't work out in our favor, it doesn't work out. Okay. That's fair enough. Reason I did that is because, like, worst case, the mine doesn't catch Michael. And it's just like 25 sun. Now, we do need to be careful about where Michael is gonna spawn now. I need to get down a puff and a scaredy on this, otherwise we're gonna get overrun. Like, really, really badly overrun. We're probably gonna send bottom row to the mower, if I'm being honest with you. If possible. That's not gonna happen, though. Fine. This is gonna be scary, then. Because I'm not sure how to handle this. This is the last sunshroom we can get down. We should get down some of these. And then, ideally... we're set for the big wave. Where's it? Okay. We're gonna let this pass before getting down a Gravebuster. And then we're gonna plant this early because this is gonna be our mine spot because there's not really any firepower on it. We want to plant it early because the dancer can go there. And yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, the dancer doesn't go there. That's nice for us. There's a few zombies here. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll live. Not a good level. I goofed it. By not timing my cherry correctly, so I had to waste my sunshroom where I didn't want to. I've been miming towards mine too often recently. That's a really bad row to plant the sunshroom in. I wanted to plant it in this row because you want to plant sunshrooms in rows that you know you're going to be able to defend pretty well with puff shrooms. So like so oftentimes this will be like priority puff rows because you already have puffs here that you're willing to defend and not sacrifice. But here, I kind of need to protect this row, and so I can't really get any mower value because sunshrooms are too important. And yes, that was Michael Jackson. That was the Michael Jackson zombie. This is an older version of the game where there is a split P glitch, where split P fires twice forwards if it detects a zombie backwards, as opposed to its usual one. And that version also has Michael Jackson, where Michael Jackson is useful in that he dances a few tiles, or dances forward like one more tile than the disco zombie. So when you need to want to try and catch him with a prediction mine, you can plant the prediction mine in column 8, leaving you a lot more options. Doesn't matter the most, but it can matter, and it's Nice when it works in your favor. But there's other places where it's not as useful, and that's when other versions of the game come into play. Lots of cool stuff in the game. I'll plant this here because this wave isn't necessarily fast. I'll plant this puff here because I don't really have a better place to plant it. This wave's 7, and I can just start spamming scaredies. Like there's no tomorrow. Well, almost like there's no tomorrow. But there is a tomorrow. And specifically that tomorrow is called Wave 9, where you need to full clear the wave and you want to be ready to Hypno. Did I really miscount? No, I didn't. The game gaslit me. I take 0 responsibility for the outcome of this Wave 9. That wave took so long. This isn't the worst pace, but it's not good. We do want to Grave Bust again. We want to set up for Cherry Bomb. So we want to have, like, at least one spot where we can plant Cherry Bomb. This Dancer Zombie is actually kind of bad, because it body blocks. The backup dancers don't count towards the 50% rule. It's fine though, we'll live. We'll manage. Wave 1 is just a cherry. There's no way to play it otherwise. Wave 2, we should bust graves and just get puffs down. If a screen door goes top row, we doom it. Oh, this is interesting. We should do this, I think. This is funny. I'm gonna wait for next wave to use Doom Shroom. Yeah, it's fine. It's back up for a 1x. Wait, what the heck? Wait, come on. I need sun. Thank you. Hits the cone head, so that screen door's dead. Wave 7. We have a lot of firepower in this row, so Michael should be vaporized, giving us the rule decently soon. Wave 8. And we want to be ready to cherry ASAP. Hopefully this wave can cooperate with us. If not, it's no biggie. Okay. And I'll just take this as firepower because I don't want to risk a Hypno stall. And there should be like a above minimum standard level. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, it is. I don't approve of that message, Tommy. Well, it's probably okay because it's just jokes in here, I hope. But terrorism's kind of finicky. You know? So please refrain from that type of message in the future. Technically that does apply to the Jack-in-the-Box zombie, but okay, that's concerning. I don't know how to respond to this. Mods? No. No, but for real... I don't know what to say to that. I'm gonna do this for aggression. Gonna do this so that I get the wave. Am I really not catching anything? Okay. This is wave 6, which we can take. But we need to be really aggressive for the next few waves. Wave 7. That has more health than the screen doors, and since we're not attacking the screen door, we might as well do that. I use that spot because it'll catch the Michael, and that's basically rule. And that's everyone in the wave. So I'm going to doom there. This is a 202. We don't have that much stuff. However, we do have Doom Shrooms. A lot of Doom Shrooms. Where are my mods? I wish I could... One. What does that sound? Wave 2? Okay. Wave 3? Wave 4? I'm gonna do this anyways. Wave 5? Sorry about that, chat. I am so lost and confused on that guy. Wave 7. But I do expect a level of maturity. Hello? When is the next wave? Please? 8s. That's a lot of coins. Wave 9. That's a lot of money. Okay. This run actually could turn into something interesting. Because we have a lot of money. Me think the... that would be interesting. I feel bad about the ban, but... yeah, just... yeah, it is what it is. Vibes bans are based... I guess in a certain sense they are, if only because, like, I guess you do want to curate a community as a Twitch streamer, and, like, that level of immaturity is unfortunately not really what I want. Yeah, I guess that's fair. So, when did you get into PvZ speedruns? 2 years ago, summer of 2024, I was speedrunning Minecraft at the time, and my left hand kind of had pain somehow, some weird injury, and so I had to take a break from Minecraft. And so to fill up my time instead, I took a look over at PvZ speedrunning. The thing is, I actually played PvZ, I did some PvZ the year before, where I got back into it on my mobile. And I beat everything in the game. It took a while, but it was a nice blast from the past. And because of that, I started engaging with PvZ related content like Easy Speezy stuff, Shawnee Do stuff kind of, and I guess most significantly Sasquatch 19 stuff, who really introduced the concept of PvZ speedrunning. On top of this, there was Ken, like if you know KFC Clash, he did a series on PvZ that helped with the engagement there. What else? There was Feinberg, who did a PvZ speedrun as well. Very casual, but still a race against his friends. So there was that, and then all of those kind of just encouraged me to get into the game. That's kind of where I am. Wait, what? Oh, I chompered the wrong guy because I'm stupid. How did I... What am I doing? That's so weird. That's so weird that I made that specific mistake, because that's not really something I expect from myself ever. Okay. I need to get that down no matter what. We're going to Cherry here, and we're waiting on Sun. This level was misplayed by me. I needed to waste 150 Sun, and so I'm just bleeding time for on the remainder of this. Yeah, bad level. Completely my fault. How did I even saw that the Conan was... I don't know. That's just a really bad mistake. That cost me like 11 seconds at least. We're going to play this aggressively because we have the tools to go fast. GL, amazing title, Lamau. Thank you very much, Halber. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the good luck. Couldn't resist. Guessed. Going for the Giga Chat strat was absolute cinema, and nothing can convince me otherwise. Like, imagine being so confident in your ability to just get the same pace or exceed it, and just like throw your run away just because someone redeemed a channel point redemption or reward that said, "Let me go for the 1 in 20 kamikaze." Like, what kind of main character energy do you need to have for that? Just mad respect all the way around. That's it. Ooh. Really bad spawn here. I need to get one more sunflower down before repeatering. This is what happens when you, I guess, do the strats. It's fine though. I'm gonna stall it one more wave. I can't stall it past this point. I'm gonna do this. Unlucky that both the mines go off, but it's okay. That goes sometimes. Get puffs here to stall, potentially. That's a newspaper, that's healthy for us. It means we get to take waves. We do need to look to go aggressive. We have puff to bail us out of any, like, suboptimal RNG. So I need to be aware of that. This is wave 5, I think. This is wave 6. I'm gonna plant the... Ooh, I can't. That's so weird. This RNG is really weird. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna just get the repeater down instantly. Because it's... the 50% rule is really reliant on the conehead being damaged. Wave 8, we don't do anything here. This mine is gonna carry this 50% rule. And then we're gonna cherry this next wave because this is super slow, and we are going to have squash for the big wave anyways. So yeah, we just do this. Get mine. And then we want to, I think, cover this row, and then see what happens. This repeater pre-plant is a little bit aggressive, but shouldn't work too far against our favor. That mine is gonna get so much value. This sunflower is a little bit int, but it's okay. We have squash for this wave. I'm gonna take this because it's body blocked. I'm gonna do this to try and stall this for the sunflowers. They're a little longer. Wave 2. Chomper, fine. Because it's very unlikely spawns will go there. That repeater was a mistake because I don't have the sun for this chomper immediately. I need to get it down eventually, but not that point. 4, I'm going to cherry this. Sorry, I mean chomper this. Cherry chomper, that's alliteration. Unlucky. 5. That should have been a squash, and then this wave should have been a cherry, but I'm like kind of confused. 6. I'm gonna dig that up. Let it through. Wave 7. Top row is the last conehead to appear, so that's the one we prioritize. Wave 8 is a bucket bottom. We're gonna cursorless slam to save microseconds on that. Instant squash. Instant chomper. And then I think we just chomper this again. Very bad level. I didn't go for a chomper. Like, this repeater was a mistake, and then... yeah, just... this is gonna be a slow level. Despite the RNG being actually kind of okay. Do this. What is that? What? That was weird. Like, I don't think I even necessarily blamed that on myself. Something, like, I misclicked that somehow, and I'm not sure how. But that just made the level catastrophic. The slowest Bustless 3 ever is about the same speed as the fastest failed 2 cycle. Interesting. Yeah. And, like, yeah. Failing Bustless 3 is way worse than failing Bustless 2. The difference is that Bustless 2 is like a 1 in 20, whereas Bustless 3 is like a 9 out of 10. Or something like that. What game are you talking about? No clue. We are talking about Plants vs. Zombies. Pump is so nice, you can just autopilot plants. That there. Anyways, that was a mistake that I didn't plant the squash immediately, unless I didn't have the sun for it, but I'm pretty sure I did. I just skill issued. That should have been here, because there's so much more there's more sunflowers on that road to protect. So having something that just instantly clears the HP is nice, because then these sunflowers won't be threatened by anything that goes there, because they don't exist as soon as they walk into range. It's been so long since I played with the 8th slot that we're probably going to see some rough gameplay here, I'm not going to lie, friends. Rearm same row, because it's less likely that something's going to go there. I'm going to hold this for as long as I can. I should get that down, though. That guy's fast. We might be able to squeeze in one more puff stall. Not quite. Unfortunate. That's a bit of a skill issue right there. I wasn't ready. Wave 7 is kind of annoying, but we'll live. I'll plant the mine down because it's likely to give value on wave 9, or it has a decent chance of giving value on wave 9. This is an instant squash to get the 50% rule, and then wave 9 needs to be full cleared. Let's see what happens. How's this pace? This pace is okay. We'll take it slow. Okay, we have a dead repeater, but it's fine. Dead, quote-unquote, as it won't get value. We have a mine here. We're probably going to need a cherry there. We'll see what happens. Yep, okay. Wave 1. Wave 2. I did that a little late. Have to do that. Wave 3 is technically... Oh yeah, this is a prep wave because that Chomper wakes up, which is really nice for us. Wave 4. Wave 5 is a squash. There. We need to figure out how to handle this guy. I'm gonna do this preemptively. Okay, wave 6. Wave 7. I need to take this slow or I just die. Wave 8, kind of rough. Wave 9 is rough again, because all the things that I need to access are in the pool. This is a very bad level. Yikes. Streamer, there's a bomb in... What? Oh my goodness. Oh, so that's you. I see. Welcome in, Keith. Hope you're doing well. There's a reason I banned that message, and I actually don't know if you're trying to ban evade or not, because I have trust issues. Anyways, thanks for the good luck, have fun. I'm going to assume you are being ironic. I'm just going to give the benefit of the doubt and assume you're ironic. Okay, you just like to say random stuff. Okay. I'll take your word for it, though I am not sure how you would otherwise know the messages, unless, I guess, maybe you were lurking. It was a very weird incident. You know what's, like, really bad, though? This pace. I threw the last couple of levels, because I'm dumb. That mine dies, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. I'm gonna have to do this. Take the L. This is gonna be a bad level, just immediately. Because, yeah. You can't sacrifice sunflowers like that. Even when, like, the alternative is a dead run. That should have been planted immediately. I mean, I have 5 sunflowers instead of 6. It's going to roll over really, really badly, as you guys will see soon. Everyone could see oh, really? Interesting. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Because for me, if I delete messages, they're just gone, I think. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm good at doing that. Wave 4 should go bottom. We're going to let that mower go. Wave 5, we're going to use this mower. I see. Okay. Thanks for the education, chat. That's gonna arm. That's nice. Gonna get this down because I have the spare sun and I might need it. That should be wave 6. This is wave 7. Okay, I need to use the squash anyways. There's not really a method for me to take that wave calmly. Okay. Use this repeater because we need to. Kelp because it's gonna save a second on the rule because the... yeah. Wave 9 is annoying. Really annoying, actually. I'm just gonna do this. Take the L. This is fast, but I have negative prep. So this is scary. This mower should be well-timed, though. So that's gonna be nice for us. Oh, okay. Because that happens... gonna do this. That's instant rule. I missed the kelp tech. Wave 3. Squash. We have a nice cleanup mine there. For our purposes. Wave 4. Not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let that conehead walk in. It's a little slow wave, but it's fine. We'll live. Wave 5. We'll do this just for the cleanup it offers. Wave 6. I don't want to respond to that, which is why I did what I did. 7. Wave 8 is the best squash of my life if it hits, but it doesn't because it's stupid. I'm just gonna see what this wave does to me. Unlucky. Okay, we have Manip there, so we don't need to worry about that. We have no prep on the board, though, so this is not a good start. Need to do this. Gonna do this for the snorkel. And we see what happens. That is so many zombies that just needs to be squashed. One. Wave 2. Wave 3 is... yikes. I'll do this. Wave 4, we're just gonna squash. Not really a choice there. Wave 5, I'm going to Cherry. I have to take this repeater now or I die. Wave 6. Okay, nice. We're gonna do this. Wave 7. We need to go for that no matter what. Sucks that that's there. We'll just have to deal with it later. Wave 8. Really bad bucket RNG. I should have just let this mower go, I guess. But it's also just tough to see that happening in real time, is my argument. Okay, we're just gonna have to let it then. Let it be. Oh my goodness! Very good level, still. Holy moly. We needed that, and we're going with pool cleaners, obviously, because we have the money for it. We have the money for it, and we want the time saved from it. If I get a 47 pool, if I get like a... If I get a low 47 pool, this is actually like... Oh, this is actually like paceable, which is cool. Wave 1, we don't do anything. Okay, I will use the P-Shooter to clean up. Wave 2, I could technically cherry this. Again, I'm not going to. Next wave, I will commit to a cherry bomb, though, because I just have the cherries to use. Wave 4. Okay. Wave 5. It would be sucky if I had to use these mowers, but we'll live. We will live. Wave 6. Set down the lily pads, keep the belt moving. Wave 7. I'll do this. There's no, I don't really see a way we comfortably save these. Okay, I saved this, maybe. I'm not gonna save this, that's so annoying. Oh wait, no, maybe I can. Wave 9. And I need cherry. Nice, I got it. Cool. I only needed to sacrifice one mower so far. That's not too bad. This is very slow, though, because, yeah, the RNG is kind of not giving us what we want. Which is, like, a cherry bomb at that, on that wave. Only cherry this wave if there's 2 footballers in it. There's only 1, so you just take a chill pill. Wave 1. Wait for everything to get caught in cherry. Wave 2. There's nothing clear to cherry, so I won't. I'm gonna reinforce this rope first because we cannot let it go under any cost. 3, we can cherry that. Wave 4. Do I want to be greedy here? I think I do. Wave 5. I'm gonna do this. Wave 6. Oh, I just made a mistake there. It's fine. Wave 7. Wave 8. I'll live. This is interesting. Can we not, please? I just need cherries. Thank you. Okay, we still need 2 cherries to take care of this final wave, but this should be okay. We need a cherry bomb top no matter what. Okay. I'll take it. Not a good level, unfortunately. I think that's more so the conveyor than, anything else. Okay, let's go. This back half needs to be good. It can be good. We can save 10 seconds here against this comparison. We can save a good amount of time on the next level. I might go for task strats to have some fun, but I might not. We'll see. But having pool cleaners is going to be really good. Wave 2. I should have planted down the squash immediately. That's my fault. Then we got the sunflower down. We got the 6th sunflower, then we got the mine, then we got the 7th sunflower, and we get the kelp. We can get the kelp now because we can afford the sunflower immediately. Because we have 75 sun. Technically correct to start planting behind the sky because it's fast. And so the sunflowers are going to be safe for the immediate future. 4, I believe. This is wave 5. This mine needs to go here because it's going to be back when the mower triggers. Good, wave 6. This is actually super fast, and we might actually be in serious danger here. Wave 7. We're going to use this mower. This level is shaping itself up very, very aggressively. Wave 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I shouldn't have planted the repeater that far back, but it's fine. Wave 9 is this. This actually can be a really good level, depending. We have Cherry, and it's a 215 red text, so this is pogging, for lack of a better word. I don't remember which wave that went off. Do this. Ooh, I made a mistake. It's fine. I'll live. Wave 2. Wave 3. Stats, my bad. That should be roll. Wave 4. Nice. I'll probably set this up right now. Wave 5. Oh, I might not be able to, depending. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this right now. Wave 6. Wave 7. Needs to be this. We'll see what the next wave is. Wave 8. Well, fuck me. This can go really well, or really badly, depending. I'm gonna do this because I need to clear it up, no matter what. Good level. Very good level. Almost a gold. That could have been global if someone better were playing it, but I think I played it decently. Come on, let's go. For sunflowers, we look to squash, unless we get really good sun production, but we didn't, so... Squash, okay, that happens. This guy is not the fastest, so we're probably not going to plant behind him until it's pretty late. 6 sunflowers into the mine. 7 to the kelp. Sun production, this level is worse than the last. That's how it goes, doesn't matter too much. Wave 3, squash used. If wave 4 is a double spawn, I dig up the bottom mine. Okay. But this mine is needed, so we're not going to do that. Wave 5, we do need to clean this up. I'll do it now. Because I can afford to. Wave 6 needs to be a squash. I wish I had it immediately. It probably would have let this mower be useful, but I'll take the mower in the first place. Because there's worse outcomes. Wave 7's okay. Hopefully we don't lose the sunflower. Wave 8 is kelp, and we're probably going to use this unless I see that I need to put down sunflowers. And wave 9 is fine. Okay. We'll do this for now. And this. And past this point. We'll see what's up. This sunflower is almost certainly dead. Oh my goodness. One. Two. Wave 3 is horrendous. Actually, no, that guy's in front now. Never mind. Wave 4 needs to be a chomper here. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wait. Oh, 7. We need to use this. That's wave 8. That's a really good catch. And wave 9 is kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that we have to use that, like so, is not good. Also, this repeater should not be here. That is an objective mistake. Let's see where everything lands. We need to hit that no matter what. Okay. This is a ugly wave, if I may. Wave 2. This to clean up everything. Do this. Wave 3 is kind of ugly. Okay. Fine. Wave 4. Wave 5 is nothing? Okay. Wave 6 is a war crime. Wave 7. Wave 8. And wave 9 is about as good as it could have been. Alright, now we pray. That mine should have been here, but it's okay. We'll live. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Not great, but I'll take it. Because it definitely could be worse. Not a great seed select, it's fine. We're chipping away at every level so far. keep it up. 4 sunflowers, get ready to squash. Squash immediately. Sunflower. This guy's fast, so we're probably going to plant behind him soon. We're going to 5 wide in preparation for this, just in case. And yeah. Let's not mess up the cursor list there. We did, unfortunately. It's planted a little late. It's been too long since I've cursor list, or had the ability to cursor list. We can start planting behind this guy now, so we're going to. Wave 4 should be a mine kill. Yep. Wave 5. Yep, okay. Kind of ugly, actually. Fine, I'm fine with waiting on sun here. I'm gonna get this next sunflower first before getting another kelp. Ooh, that's ugly. I'm gonna wait then. I need to get this now. I need to get it back so that it doesn't die. I need to plant this down now. I could plant this now. If it dies, it dies. We do have squash ready. Just in case. We do want it, actually. Okay. This is gonna be a bad level. Because I don't have the resources I need to be able to take this comfortably. We do have a mine bottom. Okay, good. Okay. That saved the level somewhat, but this is still slow, unfortunately. Okay. No dolphin is good. It's healthy. Let's see where the worst body blocking is. Worst HP. Yep, it's definitely here. We're gonna let that row go. Yep, okay. 1. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4, that arms. Wave 5 is kind of annoying. We'll live though. Wave 6. We're going to use this. Wave 7. Not badly, then I goof up. Not too badly, I think. Wave 8. Wave 9. Is this... Okay, that one went off, so we want to line top. Want to jump here. Sunflower, and we need to go. Hopefully we aren't screwed over. We might be, though. Oh, we got uber screwed over. It is what it is. Okay. That's fine, it happens. Not a good level. That's how it goes sometimes. Oh, we got screwed over by the ambushes. Otherwise, that was not the worst. If you're able to get, like a manip on one of the pull rows for Final Wave, it's just generally nice. There's probably a line there where I should have just, took the cherry in the pool, maybe, but no, I think I'm still waiting on squash. I don't think I regret my plays. Okay, there's my 4 sunflowers. We might be able to squeegee in the next sunflower because this zombie's so slow to the rake. So I'm going to do that, actually. Yep, okay, because we're just ready with the sun for the squash. Okay, we get to plant it down because it's in a different row. If it goes here, then you replant the squash immediately on there. That's 6 sunflowers. Can we cheese the next one? Yes, we can, actually. Before we get the mine down. We get the kelp down now. And we see what happens. We'll plant like this first. It doesn't really matter for now. This zombie's fast, actually. We will start planting behind him. Yeah, we're gonna start planting behind him. We need to squash this no matter what. Okay. That's a mine. We chill. We chill again. Do this. Do we lose? Kind of, sort of, but not completely. Peter there. Wave 7, that's a weird spawn. It's fine. Because it works in our favor anyways. Wave 8. I should have dug that up. That's time loss. Wave 9. Sucks that that got hit. It's fine. Technically we can put down a repeater, but I'm not going to just yet. Ooh, that's interesting. Gonna catch everything in the cherry. And we're just gonna go now. Wave 1 is the most horrendous filth I have witnessed in human society, so we're just gonna chill. Wave 2 is a repeater. And a rearm mine. Wave 3 is a chomper. But that's not rule, so we need to kelp that. Did it a little bit late, so that's not amazing. I'm gonna jump this because I don't like that. I don't want to send this, but I'm going to have to probably. I should have dug that up, but it's okay. Is there a way I can save this mower? I'm going to try. Because I like having one for late. 6, I believe. Unless I miscounted, of course. 7. Come on, do something. Oh, I was hoping it would do something nice for us. It's fine, though. Zomboni! That's not a Zomboni. This, however, is a beautiful wave. We love to see it. We got the cherry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can I get a sub 6 on this level for once? Knock it off my list. The list? It just, the cherry unfortunately has to be there. Okay, wave 1. Doesn't hit what it needs to, unfortunately. It's fine. I'll live. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wave 7. It's a little annoying. Wave 8. And wave 9. Okay. Which mower? Okay. I threw a little bit, unfortunately. We'll live. We live and learn. I threw... yeah. Ooh. Do this. And that's still a decent level. If I get a really insane 310, this is going to be a 47 pool. Good comeback. Pretty satisfied with my latter half performance. Not great. I think I probably saved like 30 seconds off of my gameplay, but it's way better than I'd normally usually play, at least. So that's a good sign. I might need to auto-scroll this. I'm getting Torchwoods at least, but I need 3 Peters. Yeah, okay, we're going to auto-scroll this. It's too long for me to get something down. Do this. Keep the belt moving. We're going to place the 3 Peter like so and get the Torchwoods on it. Wave 2. Wave 3. Jalapeno. Because we have nothing to answer this wave with. Wave 4. How is this wave? This wave is takeable. We might want this. We might need to stall that with tall nuts, depending. We'll see what the wave is. Wave 5. We don't stall it because it's a good mower kill, good mower value. Wave 6 is so unlucky because we have to jalapeno this no matter what. Wave 7. I need to get these down ASAP. I have so many things. Wave 8. Gonna need to do this. And this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good start. Yeah, I counted correctly. If I didn't count correctly, I'd have a heart attack. Decent start. Nothing amazing, but this is solid. For sure. Wave 1. Oh my goodness. I need to do this. I should have done this first. My bad. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wave 7. Wave 8. And wave 9. We have no 3 Peters, so this is gonna be rough. Wave 1. Have to take what I can here. Wave 2. Much needed. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wave 7. No, don't do anything here. This is gonna be a slow wave. Wave 8. And wave 9. played that about as best as I could, but there were no 3-peaters, so this is gonna be slow. It's fine. This, yeah, I feel like I played this well. Or, despite everything. Oh my goodness. I have to do that, and this. Okay. And then top is gonna be the issue here. Yeah. 324 red text for second flag, by the way. 155.59. Alright, let's lock in. Everything on column 7. Row 2. Double puff here. We have a single cone preview, so it's safe to do that. We get uber punished. That's how it goes sometimes. That's one of 2 cone waves we are given. Those 2 rows. That's wave 6. Wave 7, that's our last cone wave. Wave 8. And wave 9. Yep. Bad level. Not my fault, though. Alright. Row 1 rake. So we double up there, and then we get a C7 and a C8 pop on 2 different rows to echolocate. Quote unquote. It's not actual echolocation, but close enough, man. Rake pop? Yeah, unfortunate. It's row 5. Because of the short distance fire. Row 2. Unlucky here. We're gonna lose the buff, it's fine. Happens. Okay, that's 1 in 5, which means it's likely to be this row. Except it's not, apparently. It is. Stall out the Plantern as long as you possibly can, so that you can spend all of your sun on getting everything down. Needed. Okay, this is full basics. 8, I think? Nice. Could be worse. Prep isn't amazing, but I'll take. I can take this for sure. How is this? Okay. Wave 1. I should be just planting them down as often as I can. The Scarities, because they're just cheap and I won't have to worry about them for a good bit. Wave 3. Put that down. Get this sunflower down. This. Wave 4. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wave 7. It's a good wave. Very squishy. Wave 8. Wave 9 is unfortunately not quite in our favor, but we'll live. For sure we'll live. Still a good level. Reinforce this wave, because row, because we're going to doom here. The jack, if it walks forward past this, we're cooked. We're lucky. It doesn't go there, but it's never bad to be aware of the bad RNG. We doom now. We pick up the packet. It's a good level. Let's keep this up, shall we? Nice. Okay, not a terrible seed select. Hopefully we don't get bad roll. If we do, it's no biggie, though, because this run isn't necessarily a pace I'm ecstatically dying over. But, you know, still want to play our best, still want to get good times. We want to try and beat the buzzer here. Or the buzzer is a standard I need to start holding myself to, instead of just blindly taking pog runs. And also an exercise in not throwing mentally. Ouch. It's this row. That's a really bad row for it to be in. Should be bottom right. So we're gonna do this. Get that down. Wipe this out, because that's the red flag basic. And we lost. Oh no, we didn't. I thought we did. Eight, 9. Okay. Need to be scared here a little bit because we don't have the sun, but we should be okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, my bad. I forgot that I could land Doom. That must be humongous. It is. Bigger, although, what do I know? I know nothing about largeness. This is a 2-cone. Hopefully this preview's nice to us. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be asking the preview to be nice. I should be asking the spawns to be nice, but tulu tula. What? Oh, I'm silly. I see now. It's that row, right? Where? Fine. That's a big time loss. That's a really weird spawn. Okay, this level's just bad. Because I missed everything. But I don't think it's necessarily my fault. Because that RNG was not good at all. Wave 5. Wave 6. Wave 7. Wave 8. And wave 9. No, this is wave 8? Really? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude. That is so messed up. Oh, I should have not... Okay. Really? That's so annoying, dude. Really bad level. Miscounting's completely my fault. And we undid all of the awesome time save we just had. Bad level. I choked pretty bad. Is what it is. bad seat select. Row 5 rake. We want double. This was a 1 cone, so we are looking at row 5 spawn. Another C7 puff. That's gonna probably trigger the rake, unfortunately. Oh, not yet. This one will, though. Pop. Okay, so it should be these 2 rows, I think. Oh, okay, no. Wave 5. Wait, I'm being silly. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. Oh, please, 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 please. No, I think the guy's too fast. We have to let him go. Okay, fair enough. Sad punish. Fair enough, though. Ah. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah. Still an okay level overall. Gonna be a bit of a rush job, though. I thought that was gonna miss. Very good level, only because of the preview. That mine missing is very sad business. 2 cone 5 is kind of rough. But I think we just go with this and pray. We do have instant kills to handle a lot of the buckets, so it's just gonna come down to whether we... how screwed we get by diggers. Because, right, none of our tools... Only the Doomshroom can answer to those, because they just dig underground, aren't detected by Squash, aren't detected by Rake. Row 2. I need to get a back. Because that guy's so fast. Get that. And the Scaredy. Nice that we get to respond to that wave in such a manner. Wrong row. We know it's row 2. So we're gonna plant accordingly. I think it's in the water. No, it's not. Okay, my bad. Wave 8. Let's chill. That front puff's gonna take a little bit of damage because I goofed it. Okay. Not the worst start, but this is not gonna end. This is not happy. Here. Puff here. Let's get full vision, shall we? Alright, this is a very good wave 1. Wave 1. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 5. I really did feel like that was gonna be a bucket, but we're lucky here. Wave 6, we get to use Squash here if we need. We're definitely going to. This is horrible body blocking. Wave 7 is likely to be a bucket. Yeah, it is. We got 2 basics to help us out with the rule, though, so that's not too bad. 7. Wave 8 is another bucket. Is what it is. Let's chill. We live. And wave 9. And this. Okay, now it's just all dependent on how this wave decides to treat us. Okay, best digger position. Good. I'll take it. Not the greatest level, but it's bare minimum, so it beats bare minimum, so I'm satisfied. Let's go. Not the greatest seed select, it's fine. Oh my god. Leave row column 1 open so that we can plant Scaredy there for the Pogo zombie so that we get the rule. Because Pogo moves fast and can scare the Scaredy's and jump over them as well. And otherwise the start is pretty deterministic. You just double up behind the rake and go. Column 7, column 8. Good second spawn. We reinforce so that we know which row's which. This bottom row. It's a fast zombie. Column 6 puff is hitting immediately. Very likely to be top, but the thing is top has a rake alive, I believe. So we're gonna let that happen. Yep. 6. 7. Eight. Cool. Yeah, we need to be careful there, because, know where the Conehead was. In the water, we have the puff thing up. Nice. Good level. Pretty happy with how Fog's going so far, besides 4-4. Let's keep the only bad level as 4-4. Row 2 Rake. Let's get it. Row 2 Rake. Double puff it. C7. We can see top, so C7, C8. Bottom. I planted the puff a little behind. But it's okay, because this zombie's so fast. Should be this row, I believe. That is a very weird spawn. Wave 6. This way. Seven. Wave 8. Wave 9. Very bad. First flag RNG. Not really. I mean, the second flag can save us, but we don't have sun up because we have to spend everything on defending. Like, yeah, this is not good. We'll live. As we always do. We will not fall to these zombies. We will not fall to these spawns. We are defenders of the home and hearth. I'm gonna doom this, because it's a really good doom. Here. There's another one. Give it to me. Ah, my bad. Wave 8. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. That is the worst body blocking wow. Okay, wow. Oh wow, I appreciate it. Bad level. I don't think it's my fault. Really bad spawns for one cone. Which is crazy. It's fun. Not the most disastrous level. This is 32 pace, for sure. So I'm not gonna complain on that account, because that's not too shabby. I need a 457 for a 32 fog, so not the worst performance for sure. The only world that isn't hitting a bare minimum minutes barrier is day, which I don't remember what happened there, but it probably is chill. Okay, on to the epilepsy level. Epilepsy warning, epilepsy warning. I keep forgetting to say that. That's so silly of me. I mean, yeah, just a very scary situation, I guess. It's fine. We look through the blinks of the field. We look through the blinks of the flashes to get a sense of the board state and what zombies need to be prioritized. It's pretty cool stuff. This is going to go to the mower unless we are able to get something done about it. Wave 3, these first few waves are nice, but that can change quickly and easily. Okay, wave 4, that is an awful, awful spawn, because we have no response to it unless we get a magnet, which we are not getting. That's not good. This is really bad. 5. Gonna do this, because I kind of need this. I don't want to lose my stuff. Wave 6, that's not good. Can I get another magnet somehow? Would be lovely. I'd be outright pleased. Probably objectively the worst in the game. I think Actually, from a design perspective, yes. From a speedrunning perspective, this is a pretty awesome level. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm glad they like it so much. Not the worst start. Oh, I spoke too soon. This is a middling start. My bad for that wave 9 whiff. That lost so much time. Goddamn. Epilepsy warning. You are so right! It's so stupid how you're just so right, and I should just rename the level to frickin' epilepsy warning. Oh my god. Okay, thanks. Thanks, bro. No, thanks. That's actually useful comms. Damn. The Hate Watcher is actually useful for once. Insane. That's a very bad thing happening there. Or... It's kind of ugly business, no? 5. We're safe. Whether we want to be safe or not. Oh, I see. So you actually can choose whether to hate watch or not. So why the frick do you always hate watch, bro? Come on. So rude. Why? Why do you do this to us? What did we ever do to you besides exist and have a stream for you to watch? Okay, this is horrible business. Goodbye. Goodbye, fair sir. Okay, so the good news is our magnets are all alive. And they're all awake. The bad news is this is gonna come down to the wire. Oh my bottom rows. I don't know if that's it. It should be it, but we might not be. Let's go, we win. Yeah, no, but forts, that